Hey, people. So, it's just Scott back again with the Luzabago. Uh, Faye's around somewhere. Who knows? She's she's doing a Faye thing. Faye's kind of like Faye's a little flighty. I mean, she does kind of like whatever. But that's alright. It's not like I don't do basically the same. It's like we were taking John. He needed to go clothes shopping, so we took him over. And when we're coming out of one of the stores, this little, Asian guy comes up to me. He barely spoke English, but he spoke enough. And I could tell that he was asking for, a jump because he was having problems with his car. So I said, yeah. Even though I know we have a slight issue with the van. Uh, which isn't too big of a deal. It's just if you pop the hood, that hood doesn't like to relatch. But I looked over and I saw that the little Asian guy, he had some elderly, you know, people with him. He had a female with him, and they had some younglings, some infants. So I decided instead of just giving him a jump, I went ahead and gave him the jumper cables because you could tell that if he shuts the car off again, he's gonna need a jump again. I figured, screw it. They weren't really my nicer set anyway. It's my backup set that I put in the van. Which means I now need to take the good set out of the truck and now put that in the van. Since, you know, I don't want to end up with an issue. So, it's the first time I ever gave out, like, jumper cables or something like that. But I feel good doing it. You should have seen how thankful and happy they were. He had apparently been asking everybody. And, sometimes I just enjoy subverting expectations. Like, if somebody, like, looks at me and they kind of give you that, like, half side eye, like, that kind of look, you know? I like to go above and beyond a little. Just so that the next person that they come across or that they deal with, they don't have the same expectations. They don't know what to expect. So, and that's not to screw with people. No, it's just to screw with, you know, the way they choose to see the world. But that's the good kind of screwing with people. we also got to run into, like, we made a few stops today to help out some of the other homeless. And we stopped at this one BP station up on Martin Luther King in Wilmington. We were there for like 30 seconds. And this freaking guy comes out of the store and asks if we need him to call the cops on us. It's like, what? You leave or I call the cops. Okay. First off, go ahead and call the cops. And if you ever approach somebody like that again, expect to be punched in the fucking mouth. Pretty sure the cops will tell you the same damn thing. Because we ain't breaking no damn laws. I pulled over to help somebody out for a minute. Like, we ain't selling friggin' records or CDs out of the back of that van or any damn thing else. There's no need to come up and be all friggin' hostile and friggin' rude. Friggin' guy couldn't even come over and, like, ask what we were doing. No. He just came over and, do I need to call the cops on you or are you going to leave? Like, whatever the fuck you want, you little shit. It's kind of funny, though. It's the same gas station that John got friggin' food poisoning at like a week or two ago. A couple of weeks back. So, yeah, like, yeah, you're really doing a good job there yourself there. Oh, some air. But yeah, we saw one of our main couples, so we pulled on over. We're not used to seeing them all the way up in Wilmington. Come to find out, they were staying in a van, and yeah, somebody towed the van away on them. So of course they lost most of the crap that they had. So it's a good thing that, like, we didn't catch up with them any sooner, because then we would have given them all the stuff we had for them, and it would have been towed away. So it just happened to work out that they got towed out yesterday. They ended up homeless again last night, and we ran into them today, and we had brand new pants for them, and we had some new socks, and we had a bunch of stuff put aside for them. And we've decided that they are definitely going to be one of the people, or two of the people, that get a camper from us this year. Because me and Faye have been, like, seeing this couple for the last 2 years at least. And we've kind of grown fond of them, you know. They're a nice couple. They're good people. And, like, crap just keeps happening to them. Like, they've been robbed a few times out there. They've had, like, several tents just ripped up and just thrown the frig out on them while they're out during the day. Come back to find no home. Like, they've had it rough. And they're a couple, so it's like, it kind of hits home a little, especially for Faye. So, you know, I think running into them today and hearing what all's gone down over the last few days, yeah, I think they're definitely on my list. Like, we're kind of hoping to just like start out with some singles. It's like little single campers, because they're smaller, they're easier, they're less material, you know. Sorry. Me and Z-Horse are back at it. Sorry, Ange. They put most of the other stuff up front last night. So, this is temporary. Bringing Z-Horse out of retirement. We do have to, like, cut down on our hours, though. Because, like today, I think it was like 13 to 14 hours out running around. Which is actually pretty good for us. It's a pretty short day. It's actually kind of good. But, like, we got back here, and, like, if I stop moving, I'm going to pass out. So, like, that's the whole reason I'm even shooting this video right now. She walked on down to the store, I think. Now I know why she volunteered to do that. Because sitting around here is a struggle. I would much rather be walking right now. Yeah, and I know I'm wearing a pink hat. It's the only clean hat we got. My buddy gave me grief about it the other day. But I'm colorblind. So, like, to me, that's just white camo. Like, it looks like snow camo to me. Besides, I don't really give a fuck. Like, I just don't. I don't really care what somebody else's impression of how I look is. Like, I do not care about that kind of crap. But yeah, it was a good day. Like, especially running into the one couple. Because, like, with them not having, like, most of their stuff and being able to hook them up with brand new pants and new socks and a couple of shirts and whatnot, it was like, it felt pretty good, you know? And we've had a couple of singles here and there. We're almost out of chips again. They went fast. Or, you know how it is. I mean, if you've watched us and you've heard stuff in the van goes fast. Especially if it's something people want. Like, I've got a big old case of Swedish fish in there, so, like, I've been limiting people down to those, because the first person that, like, saw them in there, like, grabbed a couple handfuls, and I was like, okay, hold on, drop one of those hands, the rest you can keep. If you want more, flag us down when you see us. You know? Or just come up and, like, visit us. But I'm not going to give somebody too much stuff all at once. You know? Because you got to share, man. Like, I get donations so that we can spread it around. Not so it can all go to one place. But, like, the other night we came across a couple that were struggling. But, like, they're having trouble with their EBT card. And they had no money on it. It just wouldn't go through at all. So we took them grocery shopping out in the van. Because, you know, we've got cases of cans in there. Got a bunch of stuff in there. So we loaded them up with like 3 or 4 bags of food to take home. Like, that friggin' guy. Like, every time she picked up another can, he kept, no, okay, that's enough, that's enough, that's enough. We're good, we're good. So, I finally took him for a walk. And let Faye and her, like, load everything up. Just to distract him, you know? Because I knew damn well Faye was about to load them up. Like, that's one of those things where it's like, I know how it is, so. Like, because me and Faye don't like to, like, getting help either. Like, sometimes you almost just gotta go, yo, this is good for you. This is, you know, this is something you need, and you're gonna have to take it whether you're too humble or not. So, a few people have gotten me. Like, I flat out refused to take money from somebody one day. And they went and stuck it in my window anyway. Like, my window was down a crack. And he just tossed it in the window. And, like, I couldn't even argue that one. Because, like, I didn't even have the keys. Faye had the keys. So, like, I couldn't even open the door to grab it. Like, I was just like, yeah, crap. Thank you. Like, yeah, I really wasn't good at this when we first started. Like, it was so hard for my ego to accept any help at all. And I was like, nope. But then, like, if you guys sit there and watch your girl go without because you got an ego problem, that'll break you down fast. You know? It will. So, yeah, I mean, we're a couple. Couples are going to hit us in a special spot, you know? Especially like that couple, because like their story is damn near just like ours, except for the vehicle that they had, they didn't have for long because it got towed away on them, and they just didn't have the ability. Like, we were so close to being them. Like, it's not even funny. Like, there were so many times that first year and a half that we almost lost our truck. Like, there were so many times. It was, you know, it was rough going. Shit, it's still rough going. But so we spend all of our time volunteering it, you know? And yeah, we're still flying a sign from time to time. But not like we used to. Not like we had to. Like, now it's just a matter of getting cigarettes and soda. Like, we don't need food. We don't need gas. We don't need anything else. Like, we might fly a sign for 20 minutes every 2 days, you know? Unless there's something that we have to get for somebody. Then we'll stay out there for a few hours. Because, like, for the most part, most stuff comes in that we get requests for. But from time to time, you get something, like a request for something, and just nobody's got any. Like this one girl needed a pair of size 8 boots. And we just couldn't find them damn things anywhere. So finally, we ended up just breaking down and going up buying them for her. But, I mean, that stuff happens, you know? It was awesome. One time we got a donation, 4 pairs of boots that were like size 13 female. Like, the hell are we going to do with those? Like, and I was sitting there looking at them boxes like, they're brand new. Like, brand new, high dollar, big boots. Like, sure enough, man, we ran into this one chick. Who's like 6'3". And we looked at her and we were like, tell me that you're a size 13. She's just kind of, you are talking about shoes, right? Yeah. She's like, I am. How did you know? Well, hey, Faye. Take her to the church. Oh, she was as happy as could be. Like, not only did she need a new pair of shoes, but she also does like customizing on shoes. So like that chick was as happy as could be. Good, get them out of the truck. It's like those boxes took up too much space. But like I thought we were going to get stuck with those things for a while. No, we had them for a few days. Tops. Like, not to be offensive to her, and if you are watching, I apologize for what I'm about to say. But, dude, finding somebody that fit those shoes was like finding Bigfoot. Like, and that was awesome. You know? That was friggin' awesome. That's kind of like Faye last night put the pants and like the little like packages together for that couple. And we ran into them this morning. Like they were literally the first people we ran into. So it was like, crap like that keeps happening. And I love that it does. Because, like, again, it lets you know that you're on track. But it kind of weirds you out sometimes, too. Like, if all of these things are so perfectly friggin' timed, then why isn't, like, the one thing I need, like, timed well? Or, like, why isn't this, like, just happen that way? Yeah. It's alright. As long as we do for others, it works out. You know? Because, like, there was a whole list of crap I wanted to get done today. But it doesn't bother me. Because, like, all I gotta do is think about that one Asian family and, like, how happy and thankful they were. Even though they couldn't say it. Like, and that first couple, like, to see the look on their face when they saw us, like, that's both that's both sweet and like painful. Like they saw us and they had that look on their face, like like rescue was here. You know what I mean? Like, we can only bring you some stuff, you know, and we can bring you some hugs, you know, we can bring you, you know, some kind words and like some camaraderie. Like, but we can't fix things. Like, we can't solve the fact that, you know, their home got towed away. I think that's why I decided they're the first up. Like, I mean, if we find a perfect frame for a single, we'll build a single. But if I come across a frame that I can make into a two-person camper, they're getting it. Like, we'll just see whatever happens. Whatever happens, happens. But I definitely want to get them into something of their own. Something they can chain up that can't just be straight up towed away on them. Like a camper, you're going to have to sticker it. You're going to have to give it 24 hours before you can legally tow it, you know? Especially if it looks like somebody's living out of it. You don't just have the right to tow. So, besides, I mean, they're a decent couple. Like, there's plenty of parking lots that I'm sure they could get away with staying in without any problems. You just can't set up any tents or anything like that. But, you know, hey. Crap, we're running out. Alright. So, I guess this is going to be the end of this one. Which is pretty good because I gotta go hit the bathroom and I want to go find Faye. I gotta get out and move around because if not, I'm going to pass out. So, Love you guys. We'll do shout outs another time. So just be good to each other. We love you guys. And we'll see you in the next episode. Later.